911 now. For our address and office hours, please press 1. Please listen carefully to the following prompts as they have changed. If you wish to report an incident or create a police file, please press 2 for the report desk. If you wish to update or have any questions about an existing file, please wait while I transfer your call.
All of our staff are working hard to assist you. Abusive language or conduct will not be tolerated. The sign is being recorded. Reports made on the sign are not confidential or anonymous. Any information provided may be subject to disclosure in court. You have reached the non-emergency line. All call takers are currently managing other calls. Please do not hang up. A call taker will be with you as soon as possible. If you have an emergency, please hang up and dial 911.
Your location is the most important piece of information you can provide to a 911 call taker. You should know your location at all times and be ready to provide it when asked. This is particularly important if you are calling from a cell phone or internet phone. Cell phones give general location information only, and internet phones provide none. You should know what city you are in, the building or home address, cross streets, and any other information that will help emergency personnel find.
All our call takers are currently busy answering emergency calls. If you are experiencing an emergency and need immediate help, please hang up and dial 911. For non-emergency calls, our wait times are generally shorter from Monday to Friday between 7 a.m. and 9 p.m. If your call is not urgent in nature, please consider calling back during those hours or visit nonemergency.ca to find options for online reporting and answers to commonly asked questions.
Is the largest emergency communication center in British Columbia. To learn more about emergency communications, visit ecom911.ca. That's Echo Charlie Oscar Mike 911.ca.
All our call takers are currently busy answering emergency calls. If you are experiencing an emergency and need immediate help, please hang up and dial 911. For non-emergency calls, our wait times are generally shorter from Monday to Friday between 7 a.m. and 9 p.m. If your call is not urgent in nature, please consider calling back during those hours or visit nonemergency.ca to find options for online reporting and answers to commonly asked questions.
That's Echo Charlie Oscar Mike 911.ca. Please help keep 911 lines free for real emergencies. Use your local non-emergency number for police matters that do not require immediate dispatch of the police. This includes incidents where some time has elapsed since the incident occurred. For example, when 15 minutes has passed since the property was...
All our call takers are currently busy answering emergency calls. If you are experiencing an emergency and need immediate help, please hang up and dial 911. For non-emergency calls, our wait times are generally shorter from Monday to Friday between 7 a.m. and 9 p.m. If your call is not urgent in nature, please consider calling back during those hours or visit nonemergency.ca to find options for online reporting and answers to commonly asked questions.
On website or by dialing directory assistance. Please do not call 911 to ask for non-emergency numbers. Please use 911 responsibly and help keep the lines free for real emergencies. Calling 911 for a non-emergency situation ties up important lifelines meant for people or property in immediate jeopardy, or when there is a crime in progress. Our call takers cannot transfer your call to the non-emergency line.
So my day is going to be wasted doing this.
All our call takers are currently busy.
This is the service you are provided. If you're the victim of hate crimes and you're in fear for your life, this is the service. This is the kind of...
Non-emergency line.
Hi there. I identify as a woman in need of protection, as I actually am in fear for my life. And you're the closest police people who I could contact, because earlier in the day I tried to contact the BC Hate Crimes Division, and no one will help you. Like, you can't get anybody on the phone. They won't answer emails. And so I don't know where to go right now for RCMP assistance, because I'm dealing with municipal brutality and misconduct and excessive force. And
What happened?
well, so much has happened. I don't even know where to go for help. Like, I'm being terrorized by members of the Saanich Police Department because I reported crime to them. And so now...
Police department?
Well, yes. In the last 10 months, I have been attacked 3 times by SWAT teams. Attacked on August the 29th, 2024, again November the 19th, 2024, and then again December the 12th, last week, June 12th, 2025, and currently I'm black and blue from head to toe. I was brutalized last week by them. They've laid fraudulent... What's
your phone number?
Oh, it's 250 661
Yep.
0610.
Okay.
Like, I don't know how to get RCMP. I don't know how to get the BC Hate Crimes Division, because they say that the RCMP handles like hate crimes in the province, and so I don't know how to get to them.
Give me one moment.
The phone number doesn't work.
Sorry, give me one moment. Where do you live? Are you in Victoria?
Currently I'm homeless because my family had our home stolen. But I'm in the... I would be in the Saanich area. I'm right close to the Uptown Mall.
Okay. If you want to complain about the officers and how they've mistreated you, you can call professional standards. Is it specifically the Saanich Police?
Oh, sweetheart. So, okay, there's so many different places to go, and I've gone everywhere, and no one will really help me. So now you're telling me that there's a different place to go? I've never heard of it.
Which specific police department is abusing you?
Well, I've had both of them. I've had both Victoria and Saanich, and I know that Victoria Police Department is also... There's like hate crimes teams in British Columbia, and BC Attorney General is on that team. Victoria Police Department is on that team. I know BC RCMP has a division for reporting hate crimes, and so there's no way I can go and report this to the Victoria Police Department because they're part of the problem. So I've gone to the Office of the Police Complaints Commission, and they did nothing for me. Yesterday, in fear for my life...
For like the hate crime unit,
right?
It's more if you're, it's not usually like an officer hate criming you. Like, the hate crime unit is more like an outside source is doing hate crimes on you. If you wanted to make a complaint about the police officers, I would complain to professional standards, who are responsible for all the complaints against police officers.
And so yesterday what I did looking for help was I called the Saanich Police Board.
Yes.
Because I didn't know what to do, and I don't know where to go because no one will really help me with any of this. And so I understand what you were saying, but please understand, like, I'm not being deceptive to you at all when I say that I'm experiencing hate by these individuals. And so
I understand, but I just mean like the hate crime unit is more towards like outside factors, not police officers. So if you felt like a police officer was hate criming you, it would be taken through professional standards. They would look into it for you.
And so that's a completely different office than the ones that I've contacted already?
Yeah, so you can make the complaint online.
You can't call somebody at that
So
department?
you can either make a complaint online, or if you show up to the local police station, you can say, I want to make a professional standards complaint, and you can say like which officer, and they can help you make a complaint report. Do you want the phone number though? I can give you a phone number.
I'm just writing down, I just was trying to write down professional standards complaint. I was just trying to write that down. Okay, so I've got that part written down. And then what else did you want me to write down? Yes, please.
Okay, so this is going to be for the Anti-Corruption Commission.
Okay.
Okay, and this phone number is 1300
Right.
735
Okay.
135. And that is open between 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday to Friday.
Wait a minute here. I better read this back to you because this looks weird to me.
Yep.
You told me 1-300.
Yep.
735.
Yes,
135.
that's correct.
Sweetheart, you're missing a number.
No, that's the number.
There's not 4 numbers at the end of the...
No, so it is. I know it's weird, but that's the phone number. It is weird, but
Well, because it doesn't even look right. I've got it written down here, and it looks like it's odd, like it's missing a number at the...
No, I know it looks weird, but that's the phone number. I know it looks weird though.
I've never seen a number like that in my life, and I've never seen a 300 on it. Like, I was assuming you'd tell me like an 800 thing.
It's a special phone number to call.
And have you ever had any dealings with those individuals before? Do you know anything about them?
The phone number I gave you?
The persons who are at this agency.
I've never personally had to call them, so I don't.
Okay.
That's who we just refer people to.
So here's what's happened. Every time I report crime, there's retaliation. Like, I can't get anybody to help me. And I literally am in fear for my life, like 3 SWAT team attacks in 10 months. And that's
why you should call that number, and they will help with that. And you can explain the whole situation to them.
Okay, because the BCRCMP Hate Crimes Division is not where I'm going then. That's inappropriate. Is that what you're saying?
This is just a better route to take. Usually the hate crime unit is geared toward outside factors, not police officers. For police officers, you would do professional standards, or this phone number I gave you is the Anti-Corruption Commission. So if you think like officers are being corrupt and not treating you fairly, then this is the phone number you'd call.
Oh boy. Okay, thank you so much for that number and that agency. I didn't even know that they were around, so I will reach out to them and try to because I'm terrified for my life and I can't live like this anymore. I'm so tired. It's so exhausting to live like that.
I'm so sorry that you're having to deal with all that.
It's terrifying. I'm scared. I'm scared to say something to anybody because when I do say something, it ends up in retaliation, which is why I'm black and blue from head to toe. Have been for a week.
So call them and let them know the whole situation. They can get you that assistance.
Okay, great. Thank you so much for talking to me.
You take care.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. So all I was trying to do was have a background while I transferred that conversation, because Everyone in Canada has the right to hear what it's like for persecuted men and women. Everyone in the world needs to know what life is like for the men and women that Jesus said would be hated by the world. Yeah, the truth teller. The man never lied, not once, not ever. So I didn't mean to fall upon this. Like, this is not what I was looking for at all. But this happened to come up, and I mean, of course I read violent hate crime and torture, and I'm like, well, that's what's happening. That's what's happened to me and my family. Now, this is another witness who's been obviously very severely, well, it looks like irreparable harm from Kelowna. Fabricated police reporting. Oh, okay, well, that's exactly, and I mean exactly, what police file number 403/24-15930 is. That's exactly what it is. They're fabricating evidence. That's a crime. That's a crime in Canada, fabricate evidence. You can't do that. What the fuck are you doing? That's section 137. You're obstructing justice. You're torturing a woman who reported crime to you. And it looks like these individuals, agents for the RCMP, they don't withdraw or apologize. And see, that's exactly what's happening to me. I've provided clear and concise directives. You have to withdraw your absolutely fucking ridiculous allegations, because they have no basis in reality, they have no basis in truth. You need to withdraw them. And now I have to fucking deal with a warrant. Everyone, every man and woman in Canada has the same rights as every other man and woman in Canada, okay? Like, you don't need a fucking license to deal with any of the paperwork that these fucking Satanists, these secular snakes throw at you. You don't need to go talk to anybody else about that paperwork. You read that paperwork, and you look at that paperwork, and you fill out the fucking boxes. That's what the fucking monkeys are doing. The monkeys look at the paperwork, they look at the boxes, they look where they fucking put their name. Those fucking monkeys don't have any authority. So here, on a warrant for an arrest, right at the fucking bottom here, warrant canceled, return to registry. They want to know who canceled the warrant. They want to know the person contacted about the warrant being canceled. They want to know if you've called this individual. They want to know the date, and they want to know the reason. I don't need to go fucking talk to some fucking puke from the barf. It's got a fucking license to lie. It's got a license to get involved in matters they have no first-hand knowledge of. Because I've had conversations with now multiple of these individuals who are involved in identifying themselves as duty counsel. And there is no understanding. They lack understanding, they lack wisdom, they lack knowledge. It's just void, there's nothing there. And so that means that they are refusing to provide. Well, what is that? It's a failure to provide culturally informed public safety services, because that's what the criminal justice system is about. The criminal justice system has to provide culturally informed public safety services. And if I'm in fear for my life all day fucking every day, we have a problem. Section 15, Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms guaranteed. All men and women are equal before and under, and have the right to equal protection and equal benefit of, without discrimination. You see, these fucking these snakes want you to believe that you can't do anything without having one of these fucking monsters in the middle. They want you to actually fucking believe that you can't fill out one of these documents and have it returned to where it needs to go. Or call up one of these fucking, well, these agents are confused. They don't actually have any authority other than the same authority that you and I have. Sovereign people govern themselves. We don't need to be governed. I mean, right? Am I wrong? Well, if you're listening and you've been listening for any length of time, you know that I'm not wrong. Why would I be? Right? Because sovereign men and women owe no duty, no debt, no obligation or allegiance to these snakes, these pathogens acting as government. There's not a law anywhere in Canada that forces our people into servitude or submission to what really comes down to what should be our neighbors. But our neighbors, well, a thief hates their own soul, so they hate themselves, and it's obvious in their conduct. It's obvious by, well, conduct and character. Where does that come from? That comes from the root, and if the root is rotten, the fruit is, it's rot. Now, do you leave garbage hanging around your house? You got garbage all over your yard? You got garbage all inside of your car? No, right? What do you do with the garbage? You collect the garbage and you throw it in the trash. These tares are trash. You can't reason with them. You can't speak to them. So we've now looked at an entire morning. I was fucking terrorized at 7:30 this morning as soon as that fucking puke started its shift. Its snake shift. It couldn't fucking wait to get the fuck over here. He couldn't wait. Repeat, violent, high-risk offender. And I'm not lying when I say this. That thing said to me last week, I am the law. So I said to the puke, I said, I sent you correspondence through email that the warrant that you just fucking, this paperwork here, this one-dimensional fucking world of wickedness that you believe gives you the power and authority to cause irreparable harm to a woman that you clearly fucking hate, that paperwork has no force or effect. It's a piece of fucking paper. And I told you, along with your other fucking hate crime, hate-filled, racist pals there, that warrant was canceled. And I'm the only woman with the authority to cancel that warrant. And I told you it was canceled. You know what that fucking thing said to me? I blocked your email. Which is an out-and-out fucking lie. So now that fucker has been caught as a pathological liar. Because I sent that correspondence out from an email address that fucking savage had never, ever seen before or ever been contacted at before. So how would then have it blocked the email? It got it, it read it, and then, hey, listen, every interaction that our people have with one of these fucking monsters, that fucker is literally burying itself in more and more and more torture. When it dies and it goes to hell, and that's exactly where it's going, you're not even going to fucking believe what that puke is going to be experiencing. Like, it's going to be a level of torment that will pale anything the imagination could come up with. It's who the fuck has trained these toxic terrorists to believe that they have more rights than their neighbors? They are not peace officers. This is fucking war. These are war criminals committing acts of genocide against innocent men and women and our sons and our daughters. Not even joking. Jesus said this would be my life. And everything he has said is everything that has happened. Well, how could I survive any of this if I didn't know the truth? How could I survive any of this? Don't let these fucking public serpents convince you that they have right to cause you loss, harm, and injury. And then just fucking skate off into the sunset. But now, due to the amount of information being presented by all of us who are being abused, fuck, there's no way you're going to get justice. You try to go into one of these buildings and get justice, they will fucking assault you. They will batter you. They will berate you. They will fucking throw you out. So these aren't public services at all.